are you? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. This is the paparazzi Q&A session. I start at 5, which is just another minute. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can share this to the event page and anywhere else. Okay. Share to a group. Not a group. Hi, come on in. When you're here, come on in, say hello, pop in. Let me pin this comment really quickly. All right, gonna be talking about the paparazzi business, you guys. I'm not coming on selling right now, but stick with me if you are interested in learning more about what I do. Hi, Maria. Interested in learning more about what I do, about the business. Maybe you have no idea what paparazzi is, and maybe you know what it is and you're interested in getting started. So this is what this is for. So let me finish this, because if I don't finish what I'm doing here. Okay, let's look for the events. Hi guys. Hi Marisol. Hi Mary. How are you? I'm just gonna wait 1 minute. I gotta post in the event page so that people know that I'm over here on the personal page. Hi Alice. How are you? Okay. And then I'm gonna get started, right? Don't punish the punctual. I always say that. Okay, so now that's posted in the event page, so anybody who RSVP'd or was invited will be able to see it there or here. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Hi, Juliana. How are you guys? Yay. I think it's going to be a lot of people I know, but there were some people that I don't know that were interested. So maybe they'll come on. And if you come on later, feel free to watch the replay. So you know you're live with me right now if you see that red live button. If you don't see it, that means you're watching the replay. And still, feel free to comment any question, any comment, any concern. And even though I'm not live, I can still answer you afterwards, okay? Hey, Alice, you shared with your friend Carla? Awesome. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to get started. It's 5:01. I am never late. So my name is Andrea Caputo. I'm an independent consultant with Paparazzi Accessories. If you don't know what Paparazzi Accessories is, it's a company that has been around for about 9 to 10 years. It is a jewelry and accessories company. But the thing about paparazzi that makes it so wonderful, 2 huge things. Number 1 is the price. Number 2 is that this jewelry is lead and nickel free. Okay, the price, $5. That is it. It is $5. It is lead and nickel free jewelry. It is something that everybody can afford. It makes, I've seen it, I feel it. It makes me feel beautiful, and it makes other women feel beautiful. And men. We have some men's stuff and even some little girl stuff too. Hi, how are you? So what I'm going to do is continue to talk to you about this company, and I have a whole kind of list of things that I want to go over. If you do have a question, if you could just wait to the end, that would be wonderful, unless it's some emergency or something and you have to ask. I tend to get very off track, so I just want to stick to what I need to do, and most likely I will answer your question, okay? Hi, how are you? Talking about the paparazzi opportunity. So yes, the company is still very new, and I gotta tell you that this company last year was up 45% year over year in the company's revenue, and it's continuing to grow. Okay, a lot of people have lost their jobs in this pandemic. They're struggling, and I gotta tell you, I feel very blessed and privileged that I have, and paparazzi as a whole, as a company, has not just survived through the pandemic, it has thrived. It has absolutely thrived. More and more consultants are joining every day because they realize that this jewelry, this $5 jewelry, can actually change lives. And it can. I gotta go back to my thing. People always ask me, Andrea, how the heck did you get started in this? Hi, Elaine. Because many people know me. I'm 39 years old now. However, when I was in college, I went all the way through a master's program. I got my master's in elementary education. And then my bachelor's was in psychology, focusing on child development. So I was in the public school system for about 15 years, and if you have kids, you know, public school system, school in general is just not what it was even when I was a kid. basically what I felt was the kids didn't have any playtime. They weren't able to be creative. Teachers and students alike were just bombarded with test preparation and just everything focused on the school and the grade. And that's not why I got into teaching. I got into teaching to change lives, to educate our little boys and girls. I was a 2nd and 3rd grade teacher. So long story short, it really got to me. I didn't feel good about what I was doing anymore, so I decided I was going to leave. That decision took me 2 years to actually leave. I had no idea what I was going to do. Zero, zero, zero. I knew I kind of always had this like entrepreneurial bug in me. My mom and dad both had businesses. So I kind of wanted something that was just my own. I wanted to be a leader. I wanted to have something my own. Because with teaching, you know, in any other salary position, you get paid your salary, and then that's it. No matter how much more you do, or even if you suck at it, right? And hopefully you get like kicked out. But anyway, hi, how are you? Hey, Joanna. So yeah, I really busted my butt in my profession. I loved it, I really did. But something really just grabbed me, and I held on to this idea of, wait, so you're saying if I work this much, I get paid this much. If I work this much, I get paid this much. If I work this month, this much, I get paid this much. Yes. And that's the thing about paparazzi and owning your own business, is that you're the boss. You are an independent consultant, contractor, according to tax purposes. Hello. And everything that you do is rewarded. You know, if you want to get rewarded a little, great. Rewarded a lot, great. So I got to tell you, after teaching, I wanted something like that. I had no idea what to do. So, and plus I hated the relationship I was in. I was in New Jersey. I was like, forget it. I'm leaving. I'm going to Florida, and I'm going to be near my family. And I got into real estate. Okay, passed my Florida real estate license test. It was super hard, and then I started working. And it is a business. And it's a business. Yes, thank you so much. Hi, Ma. Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you for sharing. If anybody does want to share this to your personal page, if you know people that might be interested, go ahead and send it right through Messenger or whatever you want. Feel free to tag them. So I left, went to Florida. I was there for 6 months. I'm going to make this short. I sucked. I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't build a business doing real estate because I just wasn't interested in it. Got a phone call from somebody from my past, a blast from my past, a flame, an old flame. And we ended up getting together. He was in real estate. I moved back out to New Jersey. We had this business together for about 3 years. Well, that relationship was the worst time of my entire life. And this is important for me to talk to you about, because this is why people do what they do, start a business. And this is why I did. So, horrible relationship. I was a domestic violence victim. It was a terrible, miserable existence. I have never felt so depressed and down in my life. I never really spoke about this before, but I was so low and so depressed that there were days I could not get out of bed. I had no more tears left to cry. I had no more weight left to lose. There could be only so much wine you can drink. And I just fell into the most horrible depression ever. And I started to think some things that you never want to think. And you never want somebody you know, like me, to think. So I don't know what it was. I had to muster up every bit of courage and strength that I had to leave that relationship. And I knew it was time when I was actually physically drugged down 2 flights of stairs by my nose and mouth so I couldn't breathe, and then thrown on the basement floor. Okay, I keep it real, you guys. There's no filter, okay? I'm even trying my hardest not to swear. So I said, okay, this can't be my life. I started doing paparazzi. I started watching like a friend in secret selling paparazzi. And I'm like, oh, this is so pretty. I don't really have a lot of money, so this will be good. At least I could have something pretty and I could just hold it close to my heart, you know? So I bought a couple pieces. I absolutely loved it. And I started really researching, because that's me. I'm a huge, huge nerd. I have to know everything first before I go into something. That's me. Okay, and that's why I know so much about paparazzi, because I spent the time. Hi, Carla. How are you? Are you Alice's friend? Welcome. So I started doing that, and then I was like, you know what? For $99, I could get this kit and possibly start my own business. I could sell this. Okay, I mean, I kind of had some business background with the whole real estate thing, because we had a company together. I was a realtor in New Jersey, and you know, I was doing a bunch of stuff. Thank you. Thank you. So I started buying it, and I realized, like, this is amazing. And people don't realize that this paparazzi jewelry, you can appreciate it in pictures, you can appreciate it during a live show, but you're never going to appreciate it as much as when you hold it in your hand, because you finally feel the quality of these pieces, how structurally sound they are, like a building, but they are quality pieces. And sometimes I can't believe how I can buy something like this for $5. Well, as a consultant, it's even less. Thank you, Beatrice. So I bought the kit for $99 and I started selling it. Was my boyfriend at the time happy? Hell no, he wasn't. Why? Because my attention was taken away from him in the business. So he fought me. He fought me. He's saying to me, you know what? Oh, good. You know what? I can't believe you're doing this. You have degrees. You have a master's degree. You're better than this. You are a bottom feeder, Andrea. And if I had listened to him that day, I would have quit that second. But I already knew in my mind that I hated him and I was gonna leave. I just needed something to start me off on my journey. Okay, so I had to just take it. I just take all this abuse, you know. You're this, you're that, I can't believe you're doing this, you know, you're wasting your life, all this kind of crap. But I felt something, like I knew that there was something about this business. I really did. So I started selling. I was terrible. Oh, my first live, I will share with you. You will see my first live. I'm nothing like this. Well, first of all, I was a miserable person. I had to try to pretend like I was happy on camera. Hi, Tammy. but it wasn't. And I tried to sell, and I really liked it. I mean, who doesn't love jewelry? Jeez, all the sparkly things, and you're like, oh my God, this is awesome. 1 second. It's just water. Those of you who know me, it's just water. It's not wine. So, started selling. Again, I'm going to cut the story short. I had enough money to leave. I did. I left. I continued. I lived with my mother for 6 months while slowly building my business, slowly going from one corner of the room, building my inventory and having to go to the kitchen table or dining room table to do my lives in horrible lighting. And then I graduated a little bit more and I started to use my bedroom and turn that into an office. And I was like, okay, I think I finally have myself somewhat established. I'm moving out. Moved out, went to near Tampa, got an apartment, a 1-bedroom apartment. Half the apartment was Papa, and I really, really grew. At that point, I had some teammates under me. I'm not sure how many. Gosh, I want to say maybe 20. So I did a lot of growing in that period because I saw that as much as I put in, I was getting back. And I'm like, man, this is awesome. Hi, Susan. So I was like, okay, there's definitely something here. So I started building the business. I was out of that relationship. I finally made peace with everything in my life, and I was the happiest I've ever been. Lo and behold, that's when the next man came into my life, okay? That relationship didn't work, although it was very nice. It was nice practice for me for a real relationship. I was like, oh, this is how guys can behave? Okay, well, you're still a jerk, but not as big of a jerk as that guy. So, okay, I'll hang with you for a bit, and then I'm like, nah, forget it. Abe came into my life, a random thing, because, you know, my head, you know, they get in your head like, oh, God, maybe I can't do anything better. Maybe I can't get anybody better than my ex. And then Abe came along. Boom. History. We're getting married any day now, and we live together in Orlando in a 2-bedroom apartment This room I am in right now is an entire bedroom. I have an entire closet, my own bathroom. This is the bling room. So I started from nothing, barely scraping for my $99 kit. It just kept going and going and going. There were people who were above me, they're called your uplines, that I just gravitated toward, and I saw what they were doing with Papa, and I'm like, they are 6- and 7-figure earners, okay? I'm not joking, okay? I know one of them very well. We actually talk. She has everything she wants. Everything. And she's such a giving person too. And I just look to these people as mentors. And I do have a sponsor, but this person and we don't mesh, so I haven't talked to her in over a year. When I started getting bigger and better and knew more than she did, we kind of had a little thing going, and I was like, you know what, I gotta go. And that's what I started to do. I'm like, you're cut off. You're cut off from my life. You're cut off. I finally felt like I had something my own, which is what I wanted. So I was thinking about these other women. I'm like, if they can do it, I can. I can do it. I can do it better. It might take me longer, but I can do it. So here I am. I am a platinum consultant. It's called Platinum Life for the Party, and I'll get into that later. It's not the top, but it's not the bottom. I'm about here. I'm 2 steps from elite status with my team, and there's only 0.1% of the consultants that make elite status. And I just know we're going to do it, and I know I'm just going to keep going to the top. I very, very, very much enjoy helping people get started with this business, and today we are 75 people on my team. They are not all my personally sponsored. I have sponsored 41 people myself, but then they all have their own teams. And that's where this question comes in. Oh, look at my phone shut off because I was talking too much. I've heard about paparazzi. It's a pyramid scheme. It's all crap. It's a pyramid scheme. Okay? And I just had this fight with somebody. It was some guy who didn't even know what he was talking about. I'm like, why am I wasting my time? Is it a pyramid scheme? Absolutely not. Is it a pyramid? Well, you can kind of think of it like that because, well, you're here. If you want a team, then you could start your pyramid. Okay? And yeah, I have people above me. So is it a pyramid? Yeah, I have a pyramid. It's not very deep, but it will be. Is it a scheme? 0%. No, absolutely not. This is an MLM company. It's a multi-level marketing. That's where the multi-levels come from. But it is not a scheme. Not a scheme. I have all my bills paid. I'm doing well. I'm growing, and a lot of people on my team are too. And I see how high you can go, and it's pretty amazing. No, it is not a pyramid scheme. People who say those types of things don't have all the facts, and they don't know what they're talking about. So I told you that the business has thrived through this pandemic, and it has. So here we are in January 2021. Paparazzi comes out with this amazing promotion for the starter kits. And yes, you do need to purchase a starter kit to start. You just have to. It's the way it is. There are 3 different sizes. There's the $99 kit, the $299 kit, and the $499 kit. The difference is the number of pieces you get in each kit and a couple other extras that you get in the bigger kits. Like for instance, in the $99 kit, which is what I started with, which is what most people start with, you get 35 pieces, you get a necklace bust, thank you cards, plastic bags, invitations, a repair kit with little pliers. Did I mention 35 pieces? And then a bunch of other stuff to get you started. Some pegboard hooks if you want a pegboard. There's a lot there. Okay, down there is the link. It's a join link, but it tells you what the kits look like and what's in them. I don't suggest going now, but I do suggest going later. So yeah, and all of a sudden January comes, right? And Papa's like, you know what? We're doing a promotion for all new consultants because we believe so much in this company and we're growing so much. We want people to just relish in this $5 industry. In the smallest kit now, for this month only, and that's why I'm doing this now. So this is January 2021. I'm going to be keeping this this video. So who knows, this might be shown 2 years from now. Hi, Victoria. So they raised it to 45 pieces. 45 pieces in the small kit, okay? So 45 pieces. You are spending $99. We're going to round to 100, and there's a little bit of tax there, of course. When you buy paparazzi, it's $5 a piece. When you are a consultant, you buy it for $2.75. Just think about how many pieces you're getting in this kit and the kind of profit you can bring in. So when it was 35 pieces, if you sell all 35 pieces, you not only make your $100 back, you make an extra $75 profit. So it's even more now. It's like up to maybe a third more. Okay, it's crazy. Hi, Cindy. So the free pieces in the kits this month is the largest number of free pieces I've ever seen in the kit. So it's 10 free pieces in the small, 30 free pieces in the medium, and 50 free pieces in the large. The extra profit there, the free money there is just, it's out of control. This is amazing. And this is why I have to share this with you. Like, this is the time to get in. Right now is the time, okay? If you're looking for something new, you want to stay home with your kids, you don't want to be outside with all these non-mask wearing people, you want to have something your own, this is for you, and this is the month to get started, okay? So let me go through here. If you have any questions, actually jot them down in front of you, because if I see them, I'll get off track. Okay, so let me go through this. Okay, so a lot of people ask me, I'm interested in joining, but here is the thing I hear number one. Woo! Cindy joining on the 15th. Yes, let's give her likes and hearts. I was talking to Cindy, actually had a phone conversation with her. I'm more than willing to have a phone conversation with you, or FaceTime, or whatever, if you want more information, or if you want to get into even more specifics. Woo! Congrats. You are making decisions seriously that could change your life. And I hope you understand, everybody, how this has changed my life. I went from a bottom feeding, like not even like shell of a person into like, oh my God, like this is why I have a lotus flower tattooed on me, okay? Something beautiful can grow from dirty muck, okay? I am your lotus flower. You can be your own lotus flower. So the biggest thing I hear is, oh, I'm interested, but I can't do those lives, Andrea. I don't have your personality. I'm shy. I'm an introvert. You don't know how many times I've heard that. It's the number one objection I hear all the time. Here's my answer. You do not have to go live. What I do because you have the most exposure, so I recommend live, but you don't have to. You can sell in person. You could bring your jewelry to your job if you have another job. You could sell on Facebook, because I go into all this, but you can set up a business page for you, and you can post pictures, put them in albums, and people could buy from there. With Paparazzi, you get a free replicated site, so you get a free website with just your little kind of code where people can buy from you online. You can sell that way. You can go to craft fairs, vendor events. You can do house parties. You can go to somebody's house. You can have people come to your house for what we call a sip and shop. I know it's a little hard now because of the pandemic, but it will happen again. Or you can, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, with the replicated website and the vendor events, okay? There's lots of ways to sell. You don't have to go live, but I'm going to tell you this. A lot of people who are on my team said that. I'm not going to go live. No. I'm too nervous. I'm not going to go live. Okay, you don't have to go live. You don't have to. Hi, Lindsay. And guess what they're doing now? They're going live. And they're making sales. And they're increasing their viewers. And they even want to start a team now. Okay? Nobody's forcing you. Hey, Alicia. That's a wonderful question, and I'm going to answer all that. I seriously think I've thought of everything, so if you can just hold your questions to the end, I promise you I'm going to answer it, and that one's coming soon, okay? But I'm glad you're here. So, and this is why, because I'm like a squirrel. I can't keep, Okay, so let me go back to what I was saying. Okay, so you don't have to do lives, but a lot of them are, because they develop this confidence and courageousness that wasn't there before. The Papa jewelry gives you that. I've seen it. I've seen it firsthand. When a woman who had to scrape $5, right? She wanted a piece of jewelry. She gave me the money, which I wasn't going to take, but I did. Helped her put on her necklace, right? She turned around. She was a different woman. Totally different woman. She actually glowed and had a sparkle in her eye. Okay? I've seen it. Okay? You can think I'm full of crap. Okay? You can. I don't care. I'm just telling you this journey and how it can absolutely change lives. So they're all going live. That's the number one objection. Number two objection is they always say, well, I don't have the money for it. Okay, totally understandable. I can't help you with that. I can't help you. But if you do ever get the $99, and hey, we are getting a stimulus check, so you might want to take that $99 and invest in yourself. I'm just saying, as soon as you sign up, you have the ability to sell, because you have that website that you can start passing out. And as soon as you get your kit and you're serious and you show this jewelry, you're going to sell it and you're going to make your money back. Okay? So the other things I have a lot of questions about. Alicia just asked, well, monthly minimums in sales, what are the monthly quotas? What do I have to do so I don't get kicked out, right? Okay, the answer is this. To be an active consultant, that means somebody who can collect commissions, you need to purchase 25 pieces a month. That's equivalent to what we call 50 PV or personal volume. So you have to buy 25 pieces from what we call the back office, where you get to shop for all your inventory. If you think about it, most of the consultants that start are former customers, and they're already spending a bunch of money on jewelry. Okay, they're already spending the $100 like all the time, and what they should do is just join so that they can get all of their jewelry, number one, for a discount. Even if you don't want to sell, you can just get the discount, or obviously to get your jewelry at the discounted rate so you can sell it. That's when you flip it. You buy for $2.75, you sell for $5. That's your 45% commission. Doesn't include any overhead or shipping or tax or other fees that you pay. So 45% commission is pretty much the highest commission you can make in an MLM, right? Yes, there is overhead and shipping, and I'll get to all that. But I calculated that even with all of that, the average, and I'm going to say this, not 100%, is anywhere from it's going to be around 30% commission after fees. But please know that does depend on your own personal circumstances. Okay? So in order to be an active consultant, oh man, I don't know if I want to buy 25 pieces a month. I don't know if I want to. Okay, here's the thing. You don't have to. You just wouldn't be active that month, which means you couldn't collect commissions from the back office. Wait, what do you mean commissions in the back office? Okay, when you have a team, you earn commissions from your team. It kind of goes in this little this little bank account on the Paparazzi website. If you have people that buy from your website, that's the easiest, to be honest. You make commission on those sales, and that goes into your Paparazzi bank account. When that Paparazzi bank account hits $20, then you get a payout. If you're not active that month, Paparazzi's not going to pay you. They're just going to roll that over to the next month and hope that you get active then. Okay? So in the beginning, that doesn't really matter, because you're not really selling millions of dollars on your website, and you're not really going live to sell millions of dollars. So it's okay in the beginning to if you don't want to be active or not able to, is not a good idea. If you're not able to, but if you are able to be active, it's in your best interest to be active. What you need is a cumulative PV, personal volume, of 200 points for the calendar year that you started. So if Alicia starts today, it's January 5th, 2021, she would have to buy 100 pieces, which is equivalent to the 200 personal volume, but it has to be over the entire calendar year. You saying you can't purchase 100 pieces of jewelry in an entire year if you're actively selling? That sounds pretty much impossible. You're going to have to replenish your inventory. When you sell, you need to reinvest your profits and invest in inventory. And I'll go over that too. So, the 200 PV for the calendar year is not a difficult quota to meet. Okay, if you don't meet it, that's fine. You're not penalized. You're kicked out of Papa, but you're not penalized. You won't be able to get the jewelry anymore, but you keep everything you have. Okay, so that's the minimum quota, if you want to even say that. Some people, honestly, I've seen it. They buy the kit and they don't do anything else with it. They have their 35 pieces. They're cool. This month it's 45. And then, they might want to dabble into sales a little bit here and there, so they'll buy some jewelry, but then by the end of that calendar year, they're out. That's fine. That's fine. I personally, of course, want to spend my time helping people who want to make this their business, their life. Okay, those are the people that I want to sponsor. The people who are dedicated and determined, that's what I want. I'm not going to turn you away, though. Like, if you're like, oh, well, I don't want to be, like, super, super crazy into it like you. That's okay. That's okay. I'm still here for you. I'll still be your sponsor, and you still have access to all of this training and support system, which I'll go into also. So I hope that makes sense. And just so you know, you guys, I do have a document that I've been typing. I'm editing it right now, but I will be posting that. So if you missed anything or if you need clarification, you will have a paper to read, okay? Okay, so I talked about PV, all right? There's a lot of info, you guys, so I might jump over things that I don't think is super important at the moment, but it will be in here. Okay, so there was also a question about recruitment quotas. Do I have to recruit? Do I have to build a team? Absolutely not. Nope, you don't have to do any of that if you don't want to, okay? Most people don't have a team. Most people are just kind of, I don't want to call it a lower level. It's just they don't want to be elite. Like they don't really want that. It's kind of like a side hustle for them. Cool. So you don't have to recruit, but some people really want to, because when you recruit and you build your team, that's how you can hit other ranks and really like move up that chain. Okay. So another question was, yeah, that was about recruiting. That's totally fine. Okay, can you get promoted within the company? Well, promotions, remember, you're an independent consultant or an independent contractor. Everything you do is up to you, okay? So there's certain ranks that you can reach, and you need to hit those ranks with the team. You can't do it without a team. But there are individual personal achievements that you can strive for, such as life of the party. I don't need to go into all these specifics unless you have the question later. But at the moment, I'm a platinum life of the party consultant. That means I have bought a certain amount of inventory from the back office. Okay, well, I was platinum last year. Right now, I am, right now I'm platinum. I think right now I'm platinum. And then next, I will be moving up in the personal kind of area. Hi. So that's just me. And if you have a team, like I said, that's where you get these ranks of consultant, director, executive director. I am what's called a producer. So producer is about here, consultant is here, elite is here, so I'm going, and then there's a couple more like really crazy ranks above that. When you hit these ranks, you get treated amazingly by the company, okay? I had flowers delivered to my house for my birthday. I had a birthday present. I had a Christmas present. I had a 2-year Papa anniversary present. I have trophies. I have earned crowns. I have earned plaques. I have a lot of things the company just gave me. Oh, and this jacket I love, because I was just doing what I love. So it's great. They treat you really well. And when you hit those really high ranks, which I will be, you just wait, you get cash rewards, $25,000, $50,000. I've seen it. I've seen the checks. I've seen the people. You get luggage. You get free trips. You get to create pieces of jewelry. Like, it's amazing. The company treats you seriously like family. Okay, and it's really nice to be rewarded for those things. when you do a good job. A lot of times we don't get that pat on the back, I gotta say it to myself, but sometimes when I get that thing from Papa, I'll get a certificate in the mail or something, or even a text from corporate. It's like, wow, thanks for freaking caring. You know what I mean? And that's how I feel about my team too. So, okay, so that's how you can get promoted. It's ranks, and then there's certain recognitions, okay? I talked about the replicated web page. You get the free web page. A lot of people have a Facebook page or a group. That's something we can talk about later. You do that yourself. A lot of people ask me, well, did you talk to a financial advisor or an accountant or a CPA before you got started, since you're building a business? The answer is no, because I didn't know that it was going to be like this. I didn't know it was going to be a side hustle for me. I didn't know if it was going to go anywhere. At the point I was at, I didn't feel like I needed to talk to an accountant. I mean, gosh, I couldn't even really leave the house in that relationship I was in, So I didn't think about it then. 2 years later, I have grown so much that now I'm up to a step where I need help. Okay, so I did all my own taxes for the last 2 years. Yes, I itemized. I kept all my receipts. This is a legitimate business. I did get a 1099 from Paparazzi because I did make a certain amount of commission in my Papa bank account. If you don't earn in the year $600 in your Papa bank account, you won't get a 1099, and you don't need to claim it on your taxes. In the beginning, most people don't get a 1099 because they don't have $600 or more in their Papa bank account. Doesn't mean they didn't make $600 commission in cash, or other places where they were selling. Okay, so that 1099 just comes from Papa in your Paparazzi bank account. Okay, so I will be talking to an accountant and CPA or a CPA now, because again, I've reached a certain level where I am growing and expanding, and I need to make sure that I am now taken care of for retirement. I'm going to be incorporating and going on payroll and stuff like that. Is this something you need to think about? No, not right now, but if you know that you want to go to the top, it's not going to hurt you to get this stuff started now, okay? So yeah, I'm going to be doing that soon. Like I said, I filed my own taxes for the year. It is a business, and I ended up having to owe money, to be quite honest, because, well, I was still in the learning curve, Hi. So yeah. If you want, again, more information, then we can talk about it at the end. Some people actually would like to start this business with somebody else, like a partnership. That is something you're going to want to have to talk to, or you want to talk to a CPA about, because with Paparazzi, you can have two people start something together, but you can't sign up just easily online. You're going to have to call corporate. Whose name is it going under? Whose social security number? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? And that's something you need to figure out on your own and with a financial advisor. Okay? Hi, Kathy. How are you? This is an informational video on Paparazzi. Okay, so yeah, you'll have to call Paparazzi for that if you want to partner with somebody. And if you decide later to add somebody, you can do that too. All right. Okay, so usually people just sign up right online using that link right there, the paparazzi.com join link with that's my consultant ID, 235587. You need that. Once you sign up with me, I would be your sponsor. I'm the person that's going to help you get your business going, give you all the tools and resources to help you be successful. That's my job. Okay, that's my job. And listen, if you are thinking about being a paparazzi consultant, maybe you don't know me, maybe you're watching me now, or maybe you're watching me another time, this is my advice for you. Please, I don't have to be your sponsor, okay? I don't have to be, but please, please, please choose your sponsor wisely. This is the person that you depend on to help you with your business. If you sign up with somebody and you decide that you don't like them, okay, I will tell you this, you have 3 days from the day you signed up to switch your sponsor. So hey, if you're a new paparazzi consultant watching me and you don't like your sponsor and you just signed up and you want me to be your sponsor, you still can't. But if you are after that 3-day window, you're stuck. You are stuck with this person, Okay, so make it a good person. Make it somebody who's going to give you training and resources and tutorials. I am that person. I have a team page on Facebook, my own team page with our 75 people, and then there are team pages above that with tons of resources, trainings. I will direct you to that all. Okay, you don't have access to any of that stuff without being a paparazzi consultant. However, if you are interested, you want a little bit more of like behind the scenes look at what we do, I can invite you to my team page temporarily, okay? Super temporarily, okay? Like just a couple of days to take a look around so I can show you the videos that I do and you could see videos from other people. So it's pretty informative. I take this very seriously. So I will be here for you, okay? Okay, some people say, well, do you use software to keep track of your inventory? Look at this. Okay, I never did in the beginning, and most likely I won't. There is some software, you might see other live shows, even like not even paparazzi, where they'll hold up a number and you have to type a certain thing, like you have to comment sold. That's one of the inventory things you can use. Comment sold. There's buy it live, a couple of things like that. Shopify, Square. A lot of people like to keep track of all their inventory like that. And also they use that for selling. I don't. I like to be in control of every single part of my business, and I don't want to pay for a software company that is going to be a lot of work, because I'll tell you, when I get inventory, I sell it. It doesn't stick around very long, okay? It doesn't. So me personally, I don't want to spend that time inputting all this information just to have it sell the next night, and then I got to take it all out and start over with new inventory. To me, even at the level I am selling a lot, I don't want it. I don't want it. To me, it's not worth it. I like to be in control. I like to be a little bit more old school, even though I'm very, very computer and technologically savvy. Okay? So not only that, with those things, there's a monthly fee and a certain percentage you have to give them. So I'd rather have that money in my pocket and do it the way I want. Okay? I'm not bashing those things. Sometimes people, they love them. Awesome. Me personally, I don't like them. If you want to use them, I'll direct you. Okay? So I get the question, let's talk about the money. Okay? Let's talk about the money. When do you get paid? How much do you get paid? Listen, as with any business, you can make a profit right in the beginning, but if you want to be successful at this business, you need to reinvest that profit into more inventory. The more inventory you have, the better equipped you are to meet everybody's needs and likes and wants. So in the beginning, I reinvested my inventory. Me personally, because of where I came from, I had to put things on credit, okay? I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot speak about this in any other way. I'm just talking about my personal experience. I put it on credit because I knew what I wanted to do, and I was willing to have that debt, a small amount of debt, in order to build and build and build. Okay? At this point, I pay for all the jewelry with a debit card. It's all cash, and then everything is profit. Okay? You need to bust your butt in the business. Okay? You're selling $5 jewelry. Okay? You buy it for $2.75. You sell it for $5. That's not a bunch of money. Right? It's not like you can, fly to Disney and, come hang out with me in Disney World. Okay? No. It's a volume game. It's a numbers game. You need to sell a lot in order to make a lot. It's fairly simple. And then when you have your team, honestly, they can make you money too. I personally never, ever, ever depend on my team for anything. I depend on myself only. I make sure my bills are paid by my sales. So how often do you get paid? Well, on the 20th of each month, if you have the certain amount of money in your paparazzi bank account, you will get that money directly deposited. So at this point, I do make a pretty good commission, and that money just gets directly deposited into my bank account, and that money just pays my rent and some other bills. So that's awesome. It's awesome. It can happen for you. Okay, I'm in this for 2 years. Okay, And I started off pretty slow. I kind of like wonder, you know, like where would I have been if I started off with a huge bang? You know, if I had money and if I had a place to sell and all that. But you know what? I didn't let that stop me. I sold in a 2x2 corner of a room and then just kept growing from there. I took over my mother's dining room. So anyway, this business will work for you if you work it. And I say that all the time. You need to work your business consistently and strongly. I mean, you can't slack off. You can't expect to hit all of these ranks and make all this money if you're just kind of willy-nilly and doing it as a side hustle. That's totally cool. Totally cool. It's your prerogative. You want to sign up just to get the discount? Totally cool. Your prerogative. But it bothers me when some people say, like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm not making money. Okay, well, let's look at it. Are you going live? Well, yeah. I mean, I went like once. Okay, well, that could be a problem. Are you consistent with your lives? Are you consistent with selling? Well, no, I don't really know, like, the times I want to go on yet. Okay, well, you've been in this business a little bit. If you don't have consistency, you're not going to go anywhere. You need to work and you need to be consistent. Those are the two pieces of advice. If you leave here with nothing, please leave with that. And maybe choose your sponsor wisely, okay? Okay, so you get paid on the 20th if you have commissions. But if you're home, right, and you're selling from your home, here you go. Hey, Andrea, can I buy these from you? Sure, $5. Hand me $5, right? I can take cash, I can take Venmo, I can take Messenger Pay, PayPal, Cash App, Square Invoice. I take everything, right? They give me cash. Awesome. $5 in my pocket. You just made money. There you go. You didn't make $5. You made $2.25. That's what you made. But you do that over and over and over and over and over again, it adds up, baby. It adds up. Okay, so you can make money day one. You can. Okay? And it's going to be up to you, you know, how you run your business as long as you're in compliance. There's a whole long list of can do's, cannot do's, do's, don'ts. I pretty much know them like the back of my hand. I am a nerd, like I said, and I read the entire contract because I liked it. So yeah, I know what you can do and you can't do. Listen, you could do a lot of stuff. Very few things you're not allowed to do, and listen, you don't need to do those things anyway to be successful in the business. Compliance is a whole other section not to worry about, but I'm not going to go into it here unless you have specific questions. Okay? So when you did I answer that? Oh, a very, very important thing. Okay, and I talked about the $600. When you purchase your inventory, okay, you pay tax on it. You pay tax. Everybody pays taxes on everything, right? When you go to pay for your $2.75 piece, okay, if you want a piece of inventory, okay, you're not paying tax on the $2.75 price. You're paying tax on the $5 price. You're paying all this tax. And that's why I get the question of, but Andrea, you don't charge tax. How are you able to do this without charging tax? Listen, a lot of consultants pay, well, I mean, we all pay taxes. A lot of consultants will charge that tax. It makes sense. And your accountant might tell you, you should be charging tax, you know, based on your county and state, those two rates together. I chose at the beginning not to because, listen, when you're building a business like me, okay, you're going to go to that consultant that charges $5, or you're going to go to that consultant that charges $5.35, right? If you had an option, who would you go to? Okay, if it was just based on money, you go to the $5 person, okay? 35 cents, whatever. You know, people have different views on that. So my accountant, when I go see him, gosh, tomorrow, he's probably going to be like, Andrea, why weren't you charging tax? Why? But listen, I thought it was better for my business. I ate it. I ate that tax. And then, you know, when you do your taxes, I'm not a financial advisor or a CPA, but, you know, you deduct and you itemize and you see where, you know, where it can work. Okay, I chose not to, but there are people on the team that do charge tax. Personal, you have to talk to a CPA about that, okay? I talked about pay. How long does it take to make a commission? As much as you work it, you can make it day one. Okay, so you order Ordering's super fun. It's the best part of every day. Monday through Friday around 3 p.m. Now listen, it's probably going to be a long video, but I wanted to get everything out there, okay? Every day, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m., unless it's a holiday, new releases drop in the back office. New jewelry is released in paparazzi every single weekday. Okay, how the design team over there keeps coming up with these things, I don't know. I'm not going to argue. I love it. So all the consultants will go on at 3 p.m. Eastern, and then, of course, it goes back from there if you're on the West Coast. And we go get all of our inventory. You pay $2.75. If it's over $100, it's free shipping. Otherwise, it's $5.95. Not a big deal. You get free shipping for your birthday, and you get they send you a necklace. It's so cute. It's so cute. So we all buy the new releases, Monday through Friday. Do you have to? No, you can buy whatever you want. The back office is open 24/7 for you and your customers to go shopping. Just we all kind of race to get on at 3 because certain pieces have a tendency to sell out very quickly, so we all kind of fight for them, but it doesn't matter. There's so many good pieces back there that even if you miss a new release drop or whatever, you're always going to find something. It's pretty amazing the kind of inventory we have, okay? It's astounding, to be honest. There's no deadline in ordering. You could order whenever you want. And I talked about the PV, your minimum quota, if you want to talk, say it like that, okay? Hi, Angel. Does everybody have access to the same inventory? Now, a lot of people say, this is crazy. I see people with certain pieces of jewelry and other people that don't have them. Well, a lot of different reasons. Maybe that person just didn't buy that one. Maybe that piece is an exclusive piece for people who have reached certain ranks and recognitions, like me. And a lot of other people. I hit a certain recognition for life of the party, so I have access to those pieces, whereas this person who didn't reach that minimum to get the special pieces, they don't get it. But it doesn't mean that they won't. They just have to work for it. Fashion Fix. Fashion Fix is something available to all consultants, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's okay. It's just another kind of line of jewelry. It's a subscription service. There's a waiting list, but you can get on it, and a lot of times those pieces are available to every other consultant anyway later in the month. So we all have access to the exact same pieces. Those are the only two things that might be a little bit different. Okay, I talked about the different ways of selling. Somebody asked me, well, weren't you scared to go live? Heck yeah, I was scared. Are you kidding? When you're sitting there like this, right? This was probably me. The live sucked so bad. And I'm like, oh, freaking hyperventilating. Oh my God. I don't know if I can do this, but at that time I had no support from anybody around me. Okay? And here I am, shaking. Gotta hit the live button. Okay, you hit, and then you have like 5 seconds, like, hi. It could be terrifying. It could. But I swear to you, there is nobody, 0 people told me when they finished that live that they felt badly. After you finish your first live and you press finish, you go, oh, that was awesome! Like, it was awesome. It's like, wow, that was so cool. And then you say to yourself, gee, why didn't I do that earlier? Oh, why didn't I do that earlier? Because you could have gotten yourself out earlier. So listen, you got to get over that fear. I'll help you, okay? I'll help you. Now I can just talk. It doesn't matter, okay? Doesn't matter. Okay, so there's other things that would make your business run smoother, like pegboards, like lights, like little macro lenses so you can, show your jewelry close up, the number cards so you can show your pieces of jewelry with a number, all this kind of stuff, and all your shipping supplies. That's all extra, okay? Do you need them to start this business? Well, no, you don't need them. You just won't be able to ship unless, go to the post office and package everything up. And do you need a special light? Now listen, this room that you don't see, I'm basically in a studio right now. I have studio lights. I have fantastic lighting. I have great displays. It took me a while to get here, y'all. Okay, I told you. I started with a little tiny light this big that clipped onto my phone, and here I am trying to read the comments. Like, okay, wait, what? You You want number 249? Okay, let me figure this out. Like Hot Mess Express, okay? I get it. I've been through everything. I can help you so you don't have to go through the same things. Okay, but yeah, I was scared. Now it's no big deal. Seriously, after your first one, it's no big deal. I'm serious. I told you about this shipping supply, so that is an entirely different subject. I will have more information on that page I'm going to post. If you have specific questions about shipping or anything, you could ask when I'm finished, which is, I'm getting close, and I can tell you all about that. I have all the answers for that. So shipping is a whole kind of thing. There's miscellaneous questions that people have asked. I told you I was in it for 2 years. How long did it take me to be successful? Well, I told you I kept reinvesting my profits in inventory, but I would say, me personally, after a year, I was comfortable, okay? This is all I've ever done though, okay? All I've ever done. I didn't get another part-time job. I left teaching. I left real estate. I gotta be honest with you, I think I was doing some like clerical work for somebody just for some like extra cash, but it didn't last long, because, you know, you just gotta be responsible, you know, be responsible, you know, think about yourself and your situation, be responsible, okay, and if you're not sure, then you need to talk to a financial advisor, okay. Somebody asked me, if you could change anything about your business, what would you change? I told you I'm a huge nerd. The thing I would change is I wish I had more time to do more. I wish I had more time to do more. I am an overachiever. I like to see just how far I can get. I like to raise the bar. I like to have hugely high expectations. And I like to kind of instill those in my team too. Do they all want to be just like me? No, they look at me like, God, Andrew, would you just freaking stop being so serious all the time? Listen, I'm serious because this is my business. This is what I do full time. I eat, breathe, drink, bleed pink. Okay? I do. I am paparazzi obsessed because I see what it can do. Why would I want to stop? You know? So the worst part about my business is having to be responsible for every single thing. You might not be a great business owner, and you don't know that unless you start, you know? It's hard having to be in control of everything, and if you're not that kind of person who would like that kind of responsibility, then I'm not saying don't do Papa, because you still can. It could just be like a side hustle for you, you know? The question, I got this question. If you were if you had the option of starting your business over, would you? Well, I think I didn't understand at first. Would I do it over? Well, would I do it over and do things differently? Yeah, maybe I'd have a little bit more confidence in myself, but listen, that was a personal thing going on in my life, you know? Would I do it over? I would do it over in general. I would do it over because it got me out of a very, very, very dark place in my life. Paparazzi saved me. You might be like, oh God, Jesus, so dramatic. Listen, it did. And I have now an entire family across the country. We literally are sisters and brothers. There are men who do this, and they are quite successful. I have an entire support system. I mean, this moment right now, right this second, is the best moment of my life. I'm serious. And 5 minutes from now will be the best moment of my life. I wouldn't want to change what I have for anything. And I swear to you, it's because I said I was going to do this. Get that confidence and get my damn life back. And I did it. And I did it. And I'm really proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. And I'm proud of all of the people who decide to do something for themselves for a change, you know? And I gotta tell you, a lot of people in Papa have very similar stories. They do. They're looking for a change. They're looking for something that is theirs. They're looking to be financially independent, not having to depend on anybody else. They are looking for connection. They are looking for a family of sorts. This is it. This is it. So I do it over in a second. I might do things a little differently, but I do it over in a second. Okay, so this is all I've been doing for 2 years. I won't do anything else. I'm not going back in the classroom. I'll tell you what, that might be another push for me. I'm sorry, I'm not going to teach today in a pandemic. No, thank you. I will go live 100 times a day if I have to. Okay? I mean, plus I like it. Maybe I just like talking to myself. I don't know. Okay, so let me think of what else, and then I will definitely open it up for anything, and I hope I answered your questions. I told you a little bit about the support system and all the uplines, so seriously, this is an amazing, amazing opportunity. This is the best month to do it because it's the new year. You could start fresh, and you're starting with an amazing kit full of tons of free pieces. So listen, I think I went over pretty much everything for like a beginning kind of video. There is so much more, but listen, I don't really need to reinvent the wheel because I have these videos all done already. I've already done these videos. They're posted on my team page. So if you're interested and you want to be invited to that page so you can take a look at some behind the scenes stuff, take a kind of more in-depth look at certain things, it's all there. It's all there. So what are your questions? And please say something so I know you're here. I see people are here, but thank you for being so patient and listening to me. I know sometimes it's really hard to keep your question in. I know. Because I'd be like the kid in school, like, oh, can't raise my hand. Ah! Oh, perfect question, Alicia. That is so wonderful. Thank you. That's a great question. I'm going to add that to my FAQs. Can you sell something else? Can you be a consultant elsewhere? Guess what? Yes, you can totally have another business. A lot of people know that I actually had a makeup business for a little bit. I mean, technically, I guess I still do. I just don't have time to do it. The thing is, Papa is so confident in their product and in you that they want you to just sell their product. Okay? It makes sense. So for instance, if I was still doing the makeup, I wouldn't be able to talk about that here because this is paparazzi based, okay? The two have to be completely separate, okay? And you cannot intermingle those two at all. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Joanna, you said you can't comment on someone else's live. Why? What do you mean I can't comment on someone else's live? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I can comment on anybody's live. Anybody could comment. Oh, did you mean as a consultant? Like, for instance, I know that there are consultants watching right now. I know that. They're not saying that they're consultants because that's not the right thing to do. Because this is my video, my page, and if somebody came in as a consultant and said that they were a consultant, paparazzi looks at that as poaching customers. So when you are a consultant, you're a consultant on your lives doing your thing. If you're watching somebody else's live as a consultant, your lips are sealed. You are a customer. So I hope that's what you mean. Shipping, supplies, and cost. I buy everything from Amazon. I have different size bubble mailers because you got to protect the jewelry and shipment. Amazon, I would say the 6x10 envelopes are about $8. The larger ones are about $12. I buy that, I would say, probably once a week. I probably have to buy those once a week, maybe 3 times a month. They're packs of like 25 to 50. A scale to weigh your packages, that's what, $10. We use a free software called Pirate Ship to ship. It actually saves you up to 27% on postal service rates. So if you do package and ship from home, that's the best thing to do. It saves you money. Believe me, we have all figured out how to save the most money. Pinching pennies and all that. I know all of it. And plus, I'm a frugal person anyway. Just grew up like that. I don't know if my mom's still watching, but listen, we never had anything name brand. It was always generic. I never buy anything unless it's on sale too, I'll tell you that. So we got a scale. I have a label printer. I graduated to that. I didn't start with that. I started printing out on 8.5 by 11 paper, cutting it out, cutting my label out, and taping it to my package. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So obviously the packages are based on weight, and you know, that's depending on how heavy it is, it'll cost a little bit more. Tax and sales versus profit software preferences. Oh, are you asking like QuickBooks and stuff? Well, I don't use QuickBooks or what's the other one? I forget the other ones. I don't use anything like that. Paparazzi will keep track of how much you spent on inventory. You can find out all these numbers. I actually just did this video for my team. You can find out how much you spent on inventory. You need to keep track of your sales though. That's super, super important. If you don't keep track of how many you're selling, then you're never gonna know if you're making money or not. So I have my own personal way of keeping track. Others have others. Some people use spreadsheets, whatever. I don't use QuickBooks. I don't use the other one. I forget what it's called. However, that may change since I will be incorporated. Okay, so again, all the tax kind of questions I can answer in general, but there'll always be that disclaimer of go talk to a tax professional. Okay, I hope I answered your question. If I don't answer your question correctly, just yell at me. Do I get overwhelmed? In a good way. At this point, I get overwhelmed in a good way, like when I get 7 boxes in the mail and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta organize all this, but it's so fun. It's not like overwhelmed in a bad way. The only other time I get overwhelmed, I don't get overwhelmed today. I don't. I guess when I was just starting, it might be overwhelming. What's overwhelming? All the information that you need to know. What I'm telling you right now is overwhelming. It is. And there's so much more to know too, but I'm the kind of sponsor that gives you all the information, tells you where to find it, helps you all along the way. I lead you to the water. You just gotta drink, Do I ever do niche sales like for theater groups? You can do awesome sales, like maybe you mean like a theme sale or something. You can do private groups. You can do it on Facebook. You can have people over your house, like I said. You can definitely have this small group of people you want to have just like this little thing with. Absolutely. You can sell to whoever, however you want, as long as you're in compliance. Okay, the niche sales that I would do, I would just say they're like theme lives, because we have Spirit Week, as a lot of people know, and, I might be like, okay, well, tonight's going to be Rainbow Day or something like that, but I don't have certain people or groups. I just kind of, I'm a loner. I don't really talk to anybody besides my team, my family, and AIM. You're looking for financial independence and ability to save money for a change. Yep. Are you to save any, or are you investing everything back in the business? No, I save now. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I save now. Definitely. But like I said in the beginning, you got to work. And if you don't reinvest your profits in more inventory, you just, you have a business that's, based on having inventory to sell. So you really do need to reinvest. And I said this the other day too, that a lot of consultants end up were customers, and they have a ton of jewelry at their house, right? As long as your jewelry is not worn and it's in good condition, you can sell that for $5 when you are a consultant. So just kind of like a back story kind of thing. It's not a back story, it's just something to add, that you can sell anything that you may have. And there's a lot of people that are customers and then they're consultants. So that's an option. But yes, I do save now. Absolutely. I actually personally have, like little things I do. I don't know if you ever heard of a stash account where I have, I put money aside for here and there. I used to have a 403B when I was a teacher. That is all in a 401k. It's in an IRA right now, and that's another reason why I'm getting incorporated and going on payroll, so I can add a little bit more money for the savings. I knew it would happen one day. I couldn't do it in the beginning, but I can do it now. So yes, you can save. You definitely can. Oh gosh, did I answer everything? I think so. Hi Tammy, hi Alicia. Any other questions? Any other questions at all? Let me think. I really said a lot of things, and like I said, I do have a document that I am going to post here that has everything that I'm saying in a little bit more detail, and maybe even a little bit more. Let me know if anybody, whether you're watching now or later, you want to take a look at the team page, or if you have any other questions. Even if I'm not live, I will answer in the comment section below for everybody. Okay? I'll just give it a second if nobody has any other questions. Do I have any regrets? I love these questions. Do I have any regrets?
I really couldn't say.
Nobody's talking to you, Siri. Do I have any regrets? My answer is always going to be no. In life, I never have any regrets. Do I have any regrets about starting this business? 100% no. But I wouldn't change anything that ever happened.